The U.S. says it's getting closer to an agreement with Iran that could include reopening the Strait of Hormuz. But as Aaron Collins explains, exactly when and how many of the two countries' differences could be ironed out remains a mystery.
Lingering gridlock in the Strait of Hormuz, but talks to get these ships moving again, potentially picking up.
Some progress has been made, significant progress, although not final progress has been made.
The U.S. Secretary of State cautiously optimistic about a peace deal, but some familiar sticking points remain.
They will never possess a nuclear weapon, certainly not as long as Donald Trump is president of the United States. Related to that is this issue of the straits. Okay, this is an international waterway. They don't own it.
Still, an agreement seemed close on Saturday. Donald Trump posting that the final aspects and details of the deal are currently being discussed and will be announced shortly. But Sunday, a different tone from the president, writing that he did not want to rush into a deal and that time is on our side. Still, in Iran, more signs of movement. Iran's president says his country is ready to talk, insisting the country is not seeking a nuclear weapon. Progress to end the conflict, to be sure, but this deal not likely a final one.
It will end the war, but the key questions will be postponed for the next 30 or 60 days between the United States and Iran.
The biggest issue likely to be kicked down the road, the future of Iran's nuclear program. But opening the Strait of Hormuz would happen sooner, key to lowering global energy prices. Something politically popular on both sides of the aisle in the U.S.
My constituents are hurting. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. Diesel's almost $6 a gallon.
The price of nitrogen, ammonia, urea are through the roof because of the blockades and control of the Strait of Hormuz.
But even if the strait fully reopens, it will take time for shipping through the vital waterway to get back to normal. Of course, for that to happen, the U.S. and Iran would have to actually reach a deal, an outcome that all sides seem to want, but one that remains stubbornly elusive.
And, we should say, Aaron, the U.S. has claimed to be close to a deal before.
Yeah, that's right, Ian. I mean, if this all sounds a bit familiar, it should, right? Since this conflict began, Donald Trump has said several times that the U.S. and Iran were closing in on a deal. Of course, the president's also said intermittently that he was close to starting up attacks on that country again, too. So while this sounds a bit more concrete, specifically the fact that Iran appears to agree progress is being made, it really is difficult to say just how close we are to a lasting peace deal.
Aaron Collins in Washington tonight.